All right, welcome back, everybody. Anybody that's new here, thanks for joining me today. It's kind of interesting because if you are new and you clicked on this, you're as interested as my subscribers are, but you're not subscribed. So you could be subscribed, and then it would make sense to you. I'm going to try to explain what's going on today in today's video as in detail as I can, so you guys understand that are new. All you guys that are not new, you know something happened like a video or two ago. If you're seeing this and you don't know what happened a video or two ago, what are you doing? You're missing videos. I try to do a lot of my videos in sequence, and if you miss one, you sometimes will not even close to understand the next one. Even though I will probably put that video at the end of this video, so no matter what, if you're new here, it'll all make sense in the end. Either way, yeah, let's get started talking about this thing. All right, before I jump into it, I want to talk about two things that are kind of a necessity here. Because if you're new, you might not have any kind of understanding. If you're not new, you still might not have any kind of understanding of what is going on and why I'm doing what I'm doing and why things are transpiring the way they are. It's one of those things. Like, if I don't talk to you about this the way it needs to be done, later on if you see this or see a video that involves this stuff, you're going to be very confused. So don't miss videos. Oh, you got to turn the notification bell on. That little bell above, like, where you subscribe, that bell. I say it at the end of every video because I don't like begging, but it's not even begging at this point. I have almost 7,000 subscribers, which I am unbelievably blown away by. I'm so freaking happy. Speaking of 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000, 10,000 subscribers gets a huge giveaway. And I've been saying it for 3 years. I can't believe I'm not at 10,000 yet. It's one of those things. Like, I've entered other giveaways since I've started doing this stuff. Anyways, long story short, hit the bell. And then on top of that, if you guys miss videos, I'm just letting you guys know, it's one of those weird things. If you miss videos, you're going to be missing, like, the storyline of things. And I try to do it that way. Yeah, I do random fishing videos sometimes. And yeah, sometimes I do random, like, you know, like, I plan on doing a video on, like, organization and stuff like that. It's not going to be, like, in sequence with anything. But you don't want to miss that video either. So think about it. Just, if you're subscribed, hit the bell. But let's get to the subject at hand here, because this is freaking me out. That's why I'm a little jumpy right now. And I just got done working out. If you guys aren't subscribed, I work out a lot. If you want to, you can follow me on my Instagram at DWSDave31. I post everything on there: fishing, food, fitness, just random thoughts of the day. And actually, those kind of go on my Twitter account. I don't talk about my Twitter a lot, but I kind of use that as just like a ranting thing. I do post things on there quite often. So if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, go ahead too. It's the same thing, at DWSDave31, like I said before. But back to the subject at hand. Sorry. This right here has everything to do with what is going on. So I showed you that quickly because I want to know how many of you guys are subscribed and paying attention. I did a thing. Well, I didn't do a thing. My person, who shall stay nameless for now, did an insane thing for me. And it's one of... Okay, this is all you gotta know. This is DWS Outdoors merch. And then I have merch all over the place, but merch is linked in the description. Please do me a favor. Everybody go pick up whatever you guys think is your favorite merch. There's a bunch of different versions of it. I don't even actually have all of it because there's so much, and I have to buy it myself, so it's not cheap for me to buy all of my merch. I plan on getting a couple more from this year, and then I'm trying to come up with a new one for winter. But the reason I need you guys to do this is so I can pay back my significant person who helped me out greatly with this insane thing. And it's one of those things. So, like, it just go... All right, I'm rambling. I'm sorry. If you guys have clicked off by now, sorry I talked so long. Anyways, let me show you what happened.
Okay, little sneak peek. Little sneak peek. It's in the box. It goes on that rod right there. I just got that Tuned Up Customs rod. If you guys know, you know, because you've been around and paying attention. And then that guy right there is going to go on it. I'm so excited.
All right, guys. So I like to do these unboxings and reveals like live with you guys. So you can see I have not opened this, or I just got it today. I got done working out, went upstairs, and it was sitting on my porch in a box out there because they deliver stuff and just set it there. And I almost had a nervous breakdown because if you guys know, so comment below. How many of you guys know what this is? Don't say what it is. Just comment if you know what this is. And then also comment you understand why I had a nervous breakdown, that it was just sitting out on my porch. So, like I was saying, I like doing these live with you guys. So I'm going to pop this open very carefully. I'm not joking when I say this. I've never, not in my entire life, had anything like this. Ever. Ever. It's one of those things where when you get something like this, if you've never had anything, versus like, I know some people have grown up in better families and people are in different situations, but of my world, I've never had the opportunity for this, except nowadays I have a very loving and supporting other half, and she's very considerate when I get things like that on the wall. Let's just open it. I'm sorry, this is like I said, this is what you're gonna get because I've never had this before, and I want all of this to be real. Oh, this is insane. I can't believe it. So this is a Curado DC 151XG. It should be the high gear bait caster, and yeah, it's gonna go on my Tuned Up Customs bait caster rod. That's what I was talking about earlier, and that's why I was asking if you guys knew about this. So this beast of a rod or reel, like I was saying, I need you guys to do me a favor. You need to just comment below what I have gotten myself into here. I don't even know enough about it to be like, yeah, this, yeah, that. And it's just one of those things. Oh, okay, first of all, obviously I asked for your help in my last video, and I was struggling because I was freaking out. I'm like, I don't have a lot of time to fish with my bait casting rod that I just got. I got a couple, I got like 2 months of good fishing left here where I know I can use it. I was planning on getting it earlier in the year, and then this 2020, you guys know. So out of all of 2020, I mean, there's been, I don't need to go into it. We just need to understand that I thought this whole year was like gonna be a bust. I'm still trying to get out there and get you guys as much content as I can humanly put together. And I mean that. Like, if you guys don't know, I know there's a bunch of you subscribed and it doesn't seem to register that I put out almost 4 videos every week. Some weeks are less, some weeks are more, and that's why I've never went with a schedule, but I've always tried to get out no matter what, like 10, yeah, around 10 a month. And the girl was like, you got a new rod, what reel are you going to put, what reel do you have to put on that? And I was like, actually, I don't have a bait casting reel, and she doesn't know what that is or what it means. And I was talking about like some of the best and then some of the, you know, worst, and like all the different options that I could go with. And I'm like, well, I could go get one of these, I could go one of these. And then she kind of asked like which one was like, which one would be the best one that I could put on there for what I want to use it for. And I just mentioned this, and she said, well, look it up and we'll get it. And I was like, Okay. I wasn't going to say no, but you guys that are bass fishermen, so all of you guys that fish full time, like, or have an extreme passion for this hobby, you guys should know. This is an insane reel. So I just know it because I used to be all about that bass life. And I kind of switched gears over into spin casting reels and just kind of left the bait casting world behind because I wasn't bass fishing all the time. I use those for everything, so it doesn't really matter. But one thing I do know I need something like this for is running my cranks properly and then running frogs. So I got the extra high gear. I don't know if that means anything to you guys, but basically it's just like for every crank, I think it's like 30 some inches. I think it says on this somewhere. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, 36 inches per revolution. So every one of these is 36 inches of line coming in. So that's a really good... I'd rather have something that's too fast than not fast enough. So like when you go to crank stuff in, you got to whip your hand around super hard. The one thing I will tell you guys that you're going to trip out about if you've never seen this before. Okay, so I'm just going to play along with, like, you might never have been in and around the bass world and you'll be like, oh, why are you freaking out about a bait casting reel? It's just a bait caster. And all you guys that are bass fishermen are going, I hate you because you don't even bass fish that often and you have that. Well, I might start bass fishing again more often. I know with YouTube channels and stuff like that, you're supposed to be all directive and exact. I fish for everything, guys. If you've been paying attention recently, I've been fishing for carp and catfish. That's because I literally grew up fishing almost every other day of my life. And this is just my life. And I'm bringing you guys along. I want to bring you guys along and show you guys how fun this world can be and how versatile it can be and all the different options you have with just exploring fishing. But this is a DC reel. And that's what makes it ridiculous. So normal bait casting reels have like a set dial on them. So you can do your spool tension. So the release tension on the spool as the line comes out. So normally you would dial it in per like bait weight. So like, say I'm chucking this doesn't weigh anything, but then if I'm chucking, this 1/4 ounce spinner, it weighs something. So you have to dial your spools in normally to right around what you want it to do, and then obviously per weight so that you get a good drop on your bait and all that stuff. Long story short, I didn't want to get back into all of that learning process because one thing that goes along with it a lot is bird's nest, and a lot of that goes... Sometimes you can lose an entire spool if you catch the water too fast, or if like you're trying to skip under a dock or something like that, and you just drill the water, and then this thing keeps spinning, and there goes your line. So this has a digital control chip in it. Yeah, that's crazy to me, and anybody that's older that doesn't know about these is going to think the same thing. There's a freaking computer in this thing. And it's got 4 settings. So this one's got 1, 2, 3, 4, but then it's got open. So open is just like you'd still thumb your spool or whatever pretty heavily. And I think 4 is the heaviest. So like if I'm like chucking it into the wind, or like if I'm skipping, you use 4, and then 1 is like one of the most minimal ones. So like if you're throwing super light baits, like if I want to go, like if you guys been paying attention, if I'm throwing light baits into like brush or something like that, and I'm just using like a weightless worm or like a Texas rig, something stupid light, then I can stick it on 1. I still have a crazy learning curve. Comment below. Hold on. I'm going to die laughing because I got to think about this for a second. All right, comment below. Now that I've actually thought about asking you guys this, I wasn't sure if I was going to ask for your opinion on this one, because your opinion's kind of why I have a bait casting setup, because I catch fish on everything there, but I do know that having a bait caster for frogging and cranking it just makes sense. I mean, the gearing and everything in here is completely different than it is on a spinning reel. You can use spinning reels. Anybody who does that, don't let anybody talk you out of it. I just got lucky and somebody got me exactly what I wanted, so I went with, yeah. Needless to say, comment below. I want all of you guys that see this, I don't care if you're subscribed or not yet, and if you're not subscribed, you might want to you might want to stay tuned for what's about to happen with this. So comment below if you guys want to see me practicing with this. So I'm obviously going to have to learn how to use it again, as far as like just general casting and like targetry and like understanding like how far things are and basically all the stuff that I've mastered with all my other fishing types. But comment below if you guys want to see. Like, I was thinking I might just tie on a weight and go to a park and actually just go different weights. So like go like super lightweight, like I have a 1/16 ounce drop shot weight. I could put that on there and that would like mimic the weight of like one of my big weightless worms that I fish with. So like just a hook and a worm. And then I could put like a half-ounce sinker on that I use for catfishing, and that would, you know, signify like maybe putting cranks on or something like that and casting those. But what I was going to do is I want to get really good at this, piece by piece by piece. I'm really meticulous when it comes to how I go fishing. I know it's supposed to just be simple, but that's what I like about fishing, is the learning. This is why I do it. This is why I'm filming this for you guys. I want you guys to come along because I'll never stop learning, and I want you guys to understand that it's okay. You can keep learning. It's okay. Don't ever let anybody tell you, you know, no, that's how it is. This is, you know, this is a scary territory for me to be in. It's a very luxurious, scary territory. But I still got to relearn. And then the thing is I've never used a digital control reel, so I don't know what it's going to do. I don't know if I'm going to just be like, whee, and it's going to be like, oh, that was really easy. Or if I'm going to do that, get a backlash, and be like, oh, so it's not impossible, and I still have to learn. I'm going to be doing a lot of thumbing, whatever. Oh, one question. Sorry, kind of all over the place, but I just looked at this reel and was like, I'm holding it, and I'm like, yeah, that's. I got a left-handed drive. Only because I grew up fishing doing this. Casting, switching hands, and then cranking with my right hand. And that was because people that were older than me told me that's what I had to do. And I was like, but I like setting the hook with my strong arm, and I like casting with my strong arm. And I'm like, why wouldn't I just reel with this side? And then my grandpa was one of the ones that kind of pioneered in my family. Like, everybody uses spinning reels because you cast with your strong arm, set the hook with your strong arm, reel with your non-dominant hand. Because you don't, like, this is geared, so you don't need to have like a crazy strong gearing. Like, it's geared, so it's stronger than what is it called? The force multiplier. It's multiplying your torque, so it feels right. It feels right over here. So like, never have to switch. Just cast, thumb it out there, stop it, click. Start cranking it in. Get a bite, set the hook. You know? And I learned to skip like that and everything. Like, so that's why it's a left-hand drive. Just in case any of you guys are wondering. I am right-handed, but I'm kind of ambidextrous when it comes to fishing. Like, I can pick up any reel and use it usually. So there's that. But yeah, comment below. Sorry, rant over. But comment below if you guys want to see me practicing and just getting used to the reel. One thing I will want, I have line, but I've been told by many people, because I've been asking people about this for a while, if you guys know, like, please, if you know enough about fishing. I get that some of you guys do this like once in a while and you're all about the bass or whatever. I guess you guys can leave your comments too, but what kind of line should I put on here? I was thinking like, because I'm going to use it for frogging mainly, probably for the rest of this year, and then cranking as soon as it starts getting a little cold, throwing lipless and stuff like that for some big bass. I still got to beat 5 pounds. I know it sounds so stupid because there's guys that stick 10s and whatever, but I'm not in Texas. I'm in Wisconsin. If you guys are new to the channel and you don't know where Wisconsin is for whatever reason, if you're in a different country, it's the northernmost half of the United States, right bordered along the Canadian border, and we get ice, and I go ice fishing and stuff like that. So our bass don't get gigantic. We do have 6s and 7s around, so it's a possibility. but that's another reason for this. But back to the line, I think I'm going to try and run like a 40 or a 50-pound braid. Actually, one second. Okay, so I use this Suffix 832 on my spinning reels. This is 30-pound braid, but it's got a 8-pound mono equivalent. And what I was told by a lot of my bass fishing friends is you don't want that skinny line when you're running it on bait casters because it digs into the spool. Comment below if that's true. So if it is true, I could technically, on this type of line, I think I could run like 80-pound braid, because then it would be like 10 or 12-pound mono equivalent. I want to run braid. That's a big thing I want to do. It cuts through lily pads and stuff like that so much better. And then obviously you get that the offset. So like 30-pound, 8-pound equivalent. So 60 pounds, probably like 10-pound equivalent. So I can do that. So like, tell me give me some recommendations, but I'm probably going to go with the Suffix 832 and just stupid heavy line class. So let me know what you think and comment below. I need as much help from you guys as possible, whether you're subscribed or not. Leave your 2 cents below. And then obviously give it a thumbs up. If you guys think this is ridiculous, give me a thumbs up, because this is ridiculous. In no world is this normal to me. It's not. I'm going to have a really weird time learning with this, because every time I pick it up, I'm going to go, isn't that a DC? Do I deserve this reel? Like, I don't know if I deserve it. Give me a thumbs up if you think I deserve it. Hit the like button if I've worked hard enough to deserve a reel like that. If you guys want to, I can tell you how much it cost, but I'll probably just link it below, and you guys can go see how much this one cost. Yeah, it's very, very expensive, and no, I didn't buy it. That's how this works. Like, if I had to buy this, I wouldn't have it. It's that simple. Okay, guys, so I know it was a bit of a rant, but I like I said, this is all authentic, and I got it. I got done working out. I was like, oh, I got something. And then I got it, and I was like, I want to let you guys know right now. It's on there. One of these things. It's not like the others at all. Oh my God. What is going on? This is what I got, and I am beyond excited for the learning curve. From what I understand, it shouldn't be too steep. I should be able to get this down pretty quickly. We'll see if I'm any good at fishing after this. Either way, I'm going to have fun with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed my giddy little attitude for the last whatever amount of time this was. I just kind of went on a rant because there's so much. There's just so much. This year has been crazy, and I'm just happy to be where I'm at right now, I guess. I know there's a lot of people in a lot worse places, and I want you guys to understand that have been around for a long time. You've made it this far. You guys are always the ones I respect the most out of everybody. And I don't give people respect. It's not free. But if you guys stay this long, the whole reason for my channel, the whole reason, is to get it to the point where it's as big as like Lunkers TV, as big as John B, as big as all those guys. Like, talking about 1 million+ subscribers. Those are my goals. And the reason I have them isn't just to be rich and famous. It's so I can fish for a living. That's fun. I love fishing. I will never not be fishing. Whether I'm filming or not, I'm fishing. That's just what I do. It's who I am. But the big thing is if I have all that money and power and stuff, I can give it to you guys. I can give it to people that were like me, that didn't have anything like that growing up. And I want to make sure that you guys understand. That's what I'm doing. And I was not going to tell you guys all this. I was debating. I was going back and forth. But it's like I said, for 10,000 subscribers, I mean, that's not even enough to live on, really. It really isn't, to be blunt. But for 10,000 subscribers, I want to give you guys all the stuff that would get you guys out on the ice or out on the bank or just out fishing and not need to get anything. Maybe bait. Maybe you guys got to get bait. But I want to send you out with everything you could possibly need to go fishing. So don't think about it. Just go fishing. So think about that for a second. Maybe share with share a couple videos. Go back through my playlist, like every video that you guys have ever watched. If you hate the video, comment below. What was wrong with it? What did you not like about it? But understand that every time you give me a thumbs up, it helps. Every time you comment below, it helps. Every time you guys talk crap and just... This is what happens. But to the point of, I'm excited for this kind of stuff. So this outro's gone too long. I hope you guys enjoyed the craziness, and I hope you guys continue to stick around and share with your friends and stuff like that. And I really hope I get to meet a bunch of you guys and get things going and just surprise hundreds of people over my lifetime with crazy giveaways and awesome things. And just, if you see me on the street, be respectful, but do me a favor. Come say hi, and I might just give you something. If I have stuff to give away on me, I will happily give you guys something new. I just want to help you guys get out fishing. So, like I said before, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, as crazy as it is. Obviously, if you're not new here, you know what's up. But if you are new, can you please just remember to